What's up? I'm playing Edith Finch again. This will hopefully be the last episode of it. And I am stuck in the tower. Great. Or not.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
Well, at least I didn't have to...
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Start a new game or anything. That wind is angry. Hey, wait, no, don't close it yet. Yeah, we only have 3 people left to find. So, yeah, that should be the last one. Or climb in the window. That's fine. No, go back out of the window. Not supposed to be in that window. Stop climbing into windows where you don't belong. There it is. There it is again. See the king icon. The lawn is being mowed, and you can probably hear that, so apologies.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Louis blamed himself.
How did I not see this? Look at this.
After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room.
Alright.
Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Okay. Breaking into my own house, episode 2. No, right, I need to pull it. I forgot how to play the game for a second. That's fine.
Louis's room
Sneaky
smelled
creepy.
very, very familiar. That part of it lived on.
Like San Juan Ale. Louis Finch. Dawn Finch. Snooping in the letters. Snoop in the letter.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Louis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Louis first noticed the monotony of his daily
we're
life.
just at a fish cannery.
He kept working at the cannery. But he withdrew from himself.
There's too
In our
many fish.
sessions, I saw the
Can't
same
keep up with the fish. Wait.
His mind began to...
Too many fish. Stop. I can't keep up with how many fish you're sending out. Oh. Is that What's that? Can't grab it. Reach. If I press E a bunch. No? Okay. My mind began to what?
wander.
Oh. It's like a fun little game.
I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way
Is there an
about.
actual end to that? That's not it.
Then something moved.
Head this way. And
Bats.
something moved. Bats.
And toads.
That's cool. And toads. Where'd the toads? No, I can't. These fish are covering up my game area. What is that? It's a dragon.
And things that have not names.
These fish need to go. Hold on 1 second. Speedrun fish. Stop, there's too many. No. Try and play this extra.
He knew it
Obviously,
was
it's
all
not
in his
working.
head,
Fish!
but he took it very seriously.
Really?
I had hoped he'd find himself.
Wow, the red carpet.
But he found something more.
Oh. It's 3D now.
I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery.
Daydreaming at the cannery.
I spoke with his boss.
Go.
But he said Lewis had
Did you?
become a model employee. Methodical,
Really?
tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis.
Whole new Lewis?
So I let him go on.
Really?
I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first.
Really? What's wrong
He
there?
told me he'd made a new friend.
Dog. Is he following me now? Yes, he is.
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia.
Lewis-topia.
He built the city up slowly, brick by brick.
Really?
Then he made musicians.
That's cool. Musicians? Wow. Dancers. Get that fish back.
And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger.
That's neat.
He no longer
What a terrible
spoke at the
pinata. It's not a pinata. Where's the exit? Oh, there it is.
but his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet,
Can I just... No, I can't.
were all in his imagination. So he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor.
Of course he won, because... Nope. It was history.
They
It was
begged him
called
to stay,
Lewis-topia.
but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him.
Oh, my game. Huh. We're sailing away from Lewis-topia. We're going on an adventure.
He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville.
Lewis-topia.
St. Louis.
St. Louis.
We
Central
started
City, I
drifting
think.
away from our reality.
I mean, not really. I'm still chopping these fish pretty good.
Minneapolis. Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on.
I don't need you, Mom. I got my dream world.
In Lewisburg, he heard rumors of a handsome queen.
Oh wait, the fish. There should never be more than one fish.
The queen was on her own quest for
Radiant rainbows.
radiant rainbows.
Yeah. I'm not very good at driving this boat. Rainbow.
He followed the sound of
No
her
rock. Electric guitar.
electric sitar.
Yeah, oh, a sitar.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon.
Yeah, good time.
Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination.
Uh-oh. More fish. This is a better game. Can I play
But he
this
was so
instead of
proud
Edith
of having
Finch?
created it.
No. Can't keep me out.
In his own
I
eyes,
got the power of
he'd become
fish.
something greater than a king.
Good God.
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
No more fish. I guess.
He began to
The
forget
exit.
the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker. He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Hey! How's it going, dude? Hey, sir. What are you doing?
I still thought I could save him.
See ya. See you later, Lewis.
Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder.
Wonder, Lewis. Over here.
The palace would be packed with his companions.
These people are creepy. I walk faster.
Including the wise Calico who insisted on advising him.
I'm here. It's gonna be real hard to balance this extremely loud
His
music
queen waited, holding his
with me.
crown. back of his head.
And we killed apparently.
And the rest I think you know.
That's a nasty noise.
Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
How'd that even happen? Like, he was at a fish cannery. Oh wait, he used the fish cut
My brother
thing.
was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
2 more peoples.
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
That's neat. It'd be a cool place to live. You know, just like in sort of a ship. A nice view. I like this view. I might put it into one of my games, like as a house. No, it's she's climbing into windows that she doesn't belong in. Don't mess with your brother's bong. Don't climb in that window. Stop climbing in the windows. I think I have to, actually. High school diploma. Wow. Going to locker content. Wait, the door. Yeah. Maybe the door is the way out.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder.
Why did everyone in this family just
I
die?
wish we'd stayed.
Is that a tongue? No,
But I
that's
understand why we left.
it's a thing of packing peanuts. Tongue made of ground beef that's falling apart, apparently.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner.
Edie. We're gonna go visit the dead
But it
grandma.
had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
Edith. Oh, it's me.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The
My
grub.
dog wants in. Eesh. Okay.
Grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
The power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance, or that Edie had a key to it.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out.
My grandma? It's like I might be
It was the
aware of her like
first
that.
and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They
That's cool.
called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
I mean, it's a fast rolling fog.
I got turned around.
Oh, what? If I just walk forward,
For a while,
I'll make it
I
eventually.
wondered. I started seeing things.
Dear. It's like a messy person eating popcorn.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed.
Oh,
But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me.
wow.
Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine!
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go! I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great-Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by.
I don't know why. I just think that would work.
My mom didn't like to
Shake
talk
it, shake
about
it,
it.
shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Shake it, shake it. Shake it, shake it,
But
shake it,
she
shake it,
started
shake
getting
it,
sick
shake it,
a
shake
lot.
it, shake it.
The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't.
Oh well.
And then I was alone. The last finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes.
I think this
And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Well, alright. Well, I guess that's the end of Edith Finch. That was a cool way to do the credits. But as cool as it is, how do I skip it? I guess we're watching this. It's a dog. That's neat. Well, that's it then. Next series I post is probably gonna be Slime Rancher. Yeah, I don't know. I'm recording all of these in like one huge batch, so I don't know which is gonna come first. But that's Edith Finch. Thanks for watching the series. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.